I distinctly heard like a woman talking.
No women here.
What? Am I going insane?
Well, I didn't hear a woman.
Oh, I'm going insane. It's okay.
You are, yeah.
Max, you just need to crank up the decibels on your ears, okay? And you'll be great.
I don't think that's how that works, Riley.
You don't crank the decibels in your ear?
No.
Oh. Me neither.
I totally don't crank the decibels in my ears, guys. That'd be weird.
That'd be a weird thing to do. And I'm no weirdo.
Perfectly normal, well-adjusted individual.
Yes, you know what they say. Perfectly normal humans sitting right here.
Mm-hmm. So true.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. My psychiatrist tells me I'm special.
That's what my mom says to me.
There's a list of like dumb shirt ideas my brother and I came up with, and like I think one of them's like "Mommy says I'm special."
Yeah, didn't you have like a whole like patent pending process of making shirt like ideas in a car?
Yes, the patent pending process is drive for 4 hours and be bored, and it just happens.
You know, it'd be a funny shirt idea. If I wear an arrow that points at a person behind me and says that guy's an idiot.
True.
The guy behind you looks at the back of your shirt like, "Oh, my feelings."
My feelings.
Just the back of the shirt just says, "If you're reading this, you're an idiot."
Oh boy, this guy's got text in the back of his shirt. Say,
You
if
read,
you're reading
nerd.
this, you are. Oh. I'm sad now.
Good.
Oh, there's a postscript. If you're sad after this, you're a loser. Oh!
If you're reading this, you're an idiot. If you disagree, you're a super idiot.
If you're still reading this, get away from me.
If you're still reading this, I'm going to attack you.
If you're still reading this, I was joking, but the fact that you believe me means you're an ultra idiot. Oh,
My
man.
lawyer has advised you to inform everybody that was purely satirical in nature.
There's no law that says you can't threaten people with your shirts.
Ooh, a Riley driving story. That's nice.
There's a Riley driving story.
Yeah, in the quotes channel.
Oh yeah, I put 2 new quotes in. Well, quote unquote new quote. I couldn't remember who was in the car.
Yeah, those were definitely new quotes.
What did I say? The boxes are registered sex offenders.
You said it on April 17th, 2022.
I have no memory of that.
Well, it's in podcast 29. There's a direct quote.
Jeez,
from
Max, don't you remember that?
Don't you remember
29?
that? Podcast 29.
Everybody remembers 29.
Podcast 29. Oh yeah.
Gosh, I almost busted out laughing at work listening to the podcast. It was almost a disaster.
We start.
Oh yeah, we can start whenever.
Yeah. Welcome to the podcast.
Indeed, welcome. We've got
welcome, Squidward. Welcome, Squidward.
Yes, welcome, Squidward. Specifically, you out there named Squidward. You are welcome.
There's probably a guy out there named Squidward.
Squidvardo.
You know, I don't. I hope somebody's not really named Squidward, but I wouldn't be surprised if somebody's like, "Well, my biggest hero."
They got some Scandinavian guy. Hey, Squidward, get over here and herd the sheep.
I found some like random website that I just clicked the first link on to see if it can like tell me how many people have like X name.
Yeah, definitely not a sketchy website.
This is called like forebears.io. Very reputable. I typed in Squidward and there's no results. So I need to find a different one that'll give me results.
That's how research works. Yeah, this one didn't tell me the information I wanted, so I'm gonna keep looking until I find the one that tells me the right information. Classic research.
I know it exists because I've seen like screenshots of it.
Of somebody's birth certificate named Squidward?
No, of like you type in like a name and it tells you like an estimate of how many people are named that in the world.
You type in, well, who's named Flim Flop Bloobly Bloobly Boobly Boob Blue? 10 people? God damn!
They're all my neighbors. Goodness
Yeah, well,
gracious.
there's 19 people named Squid.
Like, not even as a nickname? Like,
No.
that's their full
search for
given
names,
name.
Squid.
I imagine the roll
First
call at the
name,
beginning of
Squid.
class. Jason, here. Todd,
There's-
here.
Oh,
Macy,
Squadrito is apparently a...
Squid, here.
Oh, man.
Oh, that's me. I'm Squid. Oh, I'm here.
There's 2 squids.
Yeah.
So there's
Everybody loves
there's a
Squid.
small you can only do like search by forenames or surnames separately, and so based on the prevalence country,
You're looking
there
for
is
squids
at
and
least-
words?
There's potentially one dude in Mexico named Squiz Squidward. It says
Squidward.
It says there's 3 people in Mexico, I think, named Squiz, if I'm reading it right. And then there was like
Squiz.
1,000 people that had the last name of like Squidrito. So Squiz Squidrito.
Oh my gosh.
It's potentially
You know,
someone over there.
I never would have expected Squiz to be a Mexican name of all things. It just doesn't give
no.
Mexican vibes.
What country is this? Ethiopia has 102 people whose first name is Bruh.
Oh my gosh. Maybe it's pronounced differently.
I'm not surprised by that. Different language and all that.
Maybe it's like
The
Bruja.
meaning of the forename is not listed, and I wonder why.
The meaning.
Oh, there's 15 in the United States.
Name Bra?
And you can break it down by state? Okay, there's 1 in Missouri, 3 in New York. There's 3 Brahs in New York. Oh, there's 2 Brahs in Virginia. I could track them down.
Goodness gracious.
I'm gonna go Brah hunting.
Just start putting up posters. If your name is Bra, call
Have you seen
this
this
number.
man?
Have you seen this man?
You don't have a picture of him. You have their name. You don't have the photo.
It'll just be a stock photo of like some random guy with the word "bruh" on it. You've seen this man,
bruh. It's like that old have you seen this man fucking marketing stunt, except it's just a picture of some guy with bruh underneath it.
I think there's also a picture of a cat. It's just, have you seen this cat? And then the little pull tabs just say yes.
You could probably find a phone book and then just look in the phone book for the name Bra.
In the phone book.
Yeah.
It's such a, I don't know, like, it's either like some really old person who got named it before it was a thing, or it's like some young person whose parents hated him.
I really think it has to be a newer person. I can't imagine an 80-year-old just with the name Bra.
But like, there's so many like old names. Like you never see a kid named Bartholomew in the modern day. Like that name is over.
It's so over chat. It's Joe over chat. Nobody in this day and age is named Bartholomew.
Squidrito.
Yep.
What's your name, dude? My name is Bartholomew. Whoa, we got a Bartholomew here? Holy shit, this is rare.
There was one time where I had never heard, crap, what is the, I gotta look up, it's a light rail stop. I got to look up Minneapolis light rail stops.
You have to look up a stop name?
Because I don't remember, it's, what's the...
Like, is this a famous like stoplight where there's like
No, it's just a really stupid name.
like on the road or the stoplight itself?
No, the actual like light rail stop, like the station is called
Oh,
Humphrey. There was a time where I didn't know about it was in like high school, like senior year, and I was just like goofing around and I saw like the name Humphrey, and I'm like, there's really someone out there who's named Humphrey. And for some reason it was the funniest thing. I just laughed nonstop for like half an hour.
oh my gosh!
And I would stop laughing, I just go, dude's named Humphrey, and then just burst out laughing again.
Man, or
And then
Who's
then reappeared because I'd go on the light
name?
rail on campus, and then it would be like, Pat, to get to the Mall of America, you'd go through
Wait.
Humphrey Station. So it's like passing Humphrey Station, and then I just burst out laughing on the light rail.
but isn't there somebody named like?
You watch,
Oh,
you watch
gosh,
like an
I'm looking
old
it
timey
up.
movie where there's an old guy named Humphrey, like an old British man named Humphrey. You're like, that one guy I saw the name of is named Humphrey too.
Bro's named Humphrey.
This is hilarious. Real funny, humorous.
Very, very funny.
Truly peak humor.
Yeah, so we're sorry for all of you that are named the names we were just laughing at. But
Oh, I'm
No,
not sorry. If you're
not.
named Humphrey, you deserve it.
oh my gosh.
Hold on, let's see how many people are named Humphrey.
I imagine it's more than you'd think.
I'm guessing 1,205 people.
I'm guessing
guessing
more than 0.
Oh, can you give you like graphs of like popularity over time? Dang.
How many
When-
living
when was
Humphreys are there?
When was Humphrey at its peak popularity?
Humphrey, 11,000th most common name in the world. That's higher than bruh.
11,000 most popular?
Approximately 84,001 people. That one dude screwing up the number. Bear this name. Most prevalent in Zambia.
Zambia.
I don't even know where Zambia is.
I didn't even know Zambia was a place.
Average United States salary for people named Humphrey is $43,000. Where is this information coming from?
They have to just be pulling random numbers out.
I'm sorry, sir. What's your name, sir? How much money? Humphrey, how much money do you make? $43,000.
Man.
Oh man, look! Yeah, it looks like it's.
Is that current time? Is that like 43,000 like 200
That's like
years ago?
current. That's current. Humphrey
Man.
Humphrey demographics. It says.
Humphrey demographics. Man. You gotta love the Humphrey demographics.
Humphrey with 2 U's is
Maybe-
prevalent in the United States, and all other versions of it are not prevalent in the United States.
With 2 U's?
Yes, Huumphrey.
What?
What?
And there's 90 worldwide incidents 1. So there's one dude named Humphrey with 2 U's.
Somebody misspelt that. Like they had to like accidentally double type the U. It's like
it's
shoot.
literally.
Yeah, there's
the
no
only
way they
one in the
named their
entire
baby
world.
Humphrey on purpose.
Oh, it's in California. The only dude in the entire world named Humphrey with 2 U's is in
U's.
California.
Why does that
have
make
a
sense?
Theory. No, I have a theory as to how somebody could accidentally name their kid Humphrey. If they're like Max and just laugh at the name for no reason.
His father's
Like-
just
like they-
laughing
yeah.
so much he writes U twice because he can't see.
No, it's like the father. He's looking at his baby. It's the happiest day of his life, and then his brain's like, "Hey, remember that guy named Humphrey?" It's like, Humphrey. All right, Humphrey. All right, that's his name. Legally binding. Can't change it. They're like, wait, what? Ah, shit. Oh, now I'm gonna have to spend the next 18 years laughing my ass off every time I call his name downstairs. Humphrey.
See, it's a funny name.
I was looking up to see if there's any cities named Humphrey, and of course there's a city named Humphrey. Humphrey, Nebraska.
Is it not a Humphrey, California? Because otherwise, I think we know
I
where he lives.
mean,
I didn't see
mean,
any
there's a
Humphrey,
city-
Californias.
there's a city called something along the lines of Dreams and Consequences or something like that. So one being named Humphrey, which is just a name, that doesn't surprise me.
Man, I did too much researching on Humphrey.
When we should be doing research on symmetry. It's Truth
Yeah.
and Consequences. That's the name of the place.
That's right,
So
symmetry.
true.
We gotta love the symmetry. We use it in a daily basis.
Like squares are
know?
pretty symmetrical. Circles are pretty
Yeah,
symmetrical.
most people, like most people's days are pretty symmetrical, with waking up and going to sleep being the
Mine are very
bookends.
asymmetrical, way more sleeping than not sleeping.
No, you wake up in the day, and then you go to bed at the end of the day.
Yeah, but you
Or
only
wake up
spend
in the middle
8
of the day.
hours of the day sleeping usually.
Okay, sorry.
That's not symmetrical at all.
I was just saying they're bookends.
That's 4 hours off from being symmetrical, Riley.
Well, technically, no. You just
Does this prove
Just
the
move the
existence
thing.
of violating the whatever
what?
law of thermodynamics? Because humans they sleep less than they're awake, therefore magic.
What are you
What?
talking about? I didn't know we
Yeah,
could do
well-
magic by just not sleeping. What?
Because you're not sleeping more than you're awake, and so you're not resting for more than you're not resting for longer than you're resting. So it's
What?
violating the conservation of energy.
I don't think that's. I don't think we're breaking that law. You're not.
I
Yeah,
think we
we
might
don't gain energy from sleeping,
No,
Max.
no. Okay. Don't try and science me.
If anything, I
science.
lose energy after
Don't try and science you. You're the one that was.
Okay, don't try to science me. I'm talking about
Okay.
thermodynamics.
Okay.
Completely different.
Okay,
I
my
know
bad.
Humphrey demographics off the top of my head. Okay, do not try and science me.
This guy. Don't.
Oh, you think you know science? What's the average Humphrey salary in the United States?
What's the average United States? Oh, really? Oh, you do? How about with 2 U's?
How many people in the United
Oh, yeah?
States spell their
Oh,
name?
you know? You know science? Name 12 Humphreys.
Oh my gosh, I'm just imagining like a trivia night that Max creates. There's just going to be some Humphrey questions on the trivia. It's like,
Yep.
okay, welcome to the bonus category. This category is named Humphrey.
No one laughs or peeps up at all. It's just dead silence.
And you're trying to hold it in.
I'm just the only one dying. I'm the one announcing it. Everyone else is just staring dead.
Oh gosh. Anyways, what's your most favorite symmetrical thing?
I don't know, man. Circles. About as
Mhm.
symmetrical as you can get.
Yeah, unless you yeah.
Unless
Ooh.
you what, Riley? Unless you what?
I was just thinking about me drawing a circle and how it's mostly not symmetrical, but
That's
it's
not
a circle.
then. That's
Yeah.
an oblong.
Yeah, it's an
We're
ellipse.
talking about a perfect circle.
True
Perfect
that.
You can fold it any which way in half, and it works. Now you can fold the halves in half, and it works.
You seen the there's a German show where they have to try and cut things perfectly in half by weight?
By weight?
I have seen that before.
I've only seen one clip of it. I'm just assuming that Germans are weird and it's very popular over
It's
there.
a very popular
But
show.
some dude like cuts a slice of pizza and then he puts both pieces of pizza on a scale and they're like to the gram the exact same way and he like wins. He's like freaking out over the fact that he like cut the slice of pizza perfectly.
That actually sounds kind of interesting.
Yep.
Just the full
Yeah.
intensity of him trying to cut it.
Oh, you know, he's like super like very carefully. He's like lowering the knife and then he zhunk, and he cuts it and everyone's like,
Oh
with,
man,
like, bated
So-
breath and then he
Look, Max, symmetrical cutting is an art. Okay.
that's true.
sure.
Did he use a pizza cutter?
Oh, I don't remember.
Like-
Let me see if I can find the clip.
Oh, Riley, you
What?
don't use a pizza
No, what's
cutter.
it called? The oh, not the saw, but it's
A
the
pizza spatula.
oh, the what? Pizza spatula. No. I'm thinking of a saw that's made for pizzas.
Oh, it's a pretzel, not a
The
slice of
pizza?
The pizza, yeah. But Italian origin. It's got the two handles on the ends, and you just go.
The pizza.
Ah, yes, the pizza.
You don't have to watch it right now because it's a YouTube short with annoying AI text, but I put it in the chat if you want to see it later.
Amazing.
It's a pretzel, not a slice of
I
pizza.
will be
close.
watching that. Yeah, if for German,
I will-
pretzels make more sense.
I will not be watching that.
Oh, it is
I don't-
German too. I knew that part off the top of my head. There you go.
It says #Germany, so I'd hope it's German. It also says this is a German splitting championship.
Yes, but that,
How
I
would you
didn't get
miss
the fact
that?
that it was. Well, no. I said that it was pizza, but it's a pretzel. But I didn't remember that it was. German.
That was sorry.
Yes. So if it was a trivia night, I would have gotten that it was German, so I could have the trivia. Could have been like, which country has a competition of cutting things perfectly in half, and I'd be like, oh, I know.
Man, your trivia night's going to be amazing, Max. I can't wait for you to start hosting trivia night.
Yeah. Problem is, I've done like trivia things like at work before, and I just bomb them.
That's why you have to create your own, so that you would be super good.
So you know
Just
all
make
the
it really
answers.
dumb, and then I can solve it.
Be like, how many sides are there on a Rubik's cube? And just try to
more than 3.
you just try to really. What's the show? Is it Do You Want to Be a Millionaire? Where like the guy is like, "Are you sure you want that answer?"
Are you
I feel
sure
like
you
that's
want to be a
just-
millionaire?
Riley, I'm sure that's like every game show.
Okay. Every game show, you just really second guess their answers. Like 6? That's a
Sort of the
stupid answer.
So like 6. I still quote that constantly.
It's a great quote. Great quote.
Yep.
I think my favorite symmetrical thing is a palindrome.
That's the word that's the same forward and back, right?
Correct.
I
I don't have too many that I remember, but the classics of
Race
Taco
car.
Taco Cat and Race Car.
I guess it's only symmetrical spelling wise.
Yeah, well, you could have a word that's like mom and dad. Well, mom specifically. Dad, I don't think you could split in half. Now I'm thinking about it.
Why
Dab.
could you split mom in half, but not dad?
Dab, if you do
Yeah.
like lowercase d and lowercase b but capital A, you can cut that in half and fold it on itself.
I guess.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. Like,
It's more of a
although if you didn't capitalize
weird.
the M is technically not.
I was gonna
Yep.
say you could do that with bed, but E isn't symmetrical in that way.
yeah. There's not too many letters that are fully symmetrical.
See, as you
I
can't read it
mean-
properly.
Well, I'm gonna look at my
I-O.
keyboard to see. Let's see. W symmetrical.
Yeah.
Symmetrical.
T,
T
H.
Y U I O. Not P. A.
Yeah, H. Yeah.
E.
V, X. See, yeah, some of them depends on the fonts. Like
yeah,
capital
M-
M is
yeah.
symmetrical,
Capital M
but
would be.
lowercase isn't.
Well, lowercase
Yeah,
can be too with the font. You just don't add
Yeah,
the
it depends
little.
on the font.
You don't add the
Same
little
for-
like.
I'm the same for the K. Sometimes you got the
K?
bottom leg of the K on the upper leg. Sometimes they meet in the middle.
Oh yeah, you could mirror it like vertically instead of
vertically.
horizontally.
I didn't even think about that.
I didn't either.
Yeah, then
Yeah,
E,
Riley. Vertical
'Cause if
symmetry.
you had to
E
do
would
vertically,
be-
then E could
yeah,
do it. Yeah.
you would be able to.
Yeah, that's why I brought up E earlier. X, C, B, B, depending
Oh,
on the
yeah.
font.
C,
M.
X again. So
Here-
X and O are probably the most special.
And I.
Well, I only if it's capital. If it's
Oh,
lowercase,
okay.
if it's lowercase, you can't vertically
That's fair.
symmetrize it.
Well, then lowercase L.
If hashtag wasn't a parallelogram, you'd be able to symmetrize it, but it's a parallelogram.
You
so
can
can't.
symmetrize them all if you just don't care, and someone's like, "Hey, that doesn't work," and you go,
It fits
Shut up.
perfectly. You just
"Don't science me."
oh shoot, what was my math professor had a a theory of drawing. It's like the theory of like drawing large. You can connect anything together if you just draw large enough.
What?
Like if you're drawing a graph on 2 points, like you just make the points very small, and then you can just draw a very thick line, and it makes it look linear.
Riley, you cut out like 1,000 times right now. I didn't understand anything.
Okay, it's imagine a graph, right? And you want to make a very like linear graph with a bunch of points. So you have like 5, 10, 20 points, and you want to just draw one straight line through all of the points. But there, you can't really do that with a small line. So what you do is you make the line super thick that it covers every line. Then it's boom, linear. They all fit on the line perfectly, no problems at all.
I guess that's
we're doing like a line of best fit.
Yeah, I think it was probably for best fit. I forget what he said. He says it way better than me.
I mean, at that point, why not just like take a bucket of ink and dump it on the paper?
No, goodness gracious. Can't be.
What? It's a big line that covers the entire graph. Any point that's on the graph and will be on the graph is in the line.
Well,
it makes perfect sense.
We're mainly using chalkboards, but I guess you could.
Then fucking throw some paint on the chalkboard.
Paint on the chalkboard, of course. Oh.
Fucking take the chalkboard erasers and pound them together and make the entire board white.
Yeah.
It works all the same.
Fair. Oh, okay, Austin, what's your favorite symmetrical thing?
I don't know.
I don't know, a palindrome or
no? You didn't come prepared with your favorite symmetrical thing on the podcast?
I'm gonna be honest with you. No.
I've been thinking about this for a whole week, Austin.
You know when I got my first pair of glasses? Apparently my face is super symmetrical.
Well, aren't most faces symmetrical?
Not really.
They're usually like pretty, but like they have to usually adjust like how the legs of the glasses sit on your ears to make it level, and the lady's like, "Oh wow, your face is like super symmetrical." I was like, "Oh okay." Like they didn't have to like adjust anything.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, Riley, most people's faces are a little bit asymmetrical. No, this is something I was taught in like basic elementary school. But if you take a picture of somebody like directly forward, cut it perfectly in half, and mirrored it, it would look weird because like people aren't super symmetrical. So yeah, you're wrong, Riley.
I guess I didn't learn that in elementary school.
I did, and you should have because we had the same fucking schools.
Hey, it might not be the school's fault. I said I didn't learn it.
It's true.
Yeah, I mean, clearly it was the same schools where I learned what fruits are, which you apparently didn't know.
I think there's a whole conspiracy about the fruits. I tell you.
That's not a conspiracy. It's called botany.
Yeah. The tomato.
What is the conspiracy?
Which are all basically, Riley didn't know what fruits were.
Yeah, so Austin was here for that.
I mentioned pumpkins were fruits. Riley's like, no, they aren't. And like, yes, they are. He says, then that means gourds are fruits. Like, yes, they are.
Austin was here for that. That's one of my favorite podcast episodes. The Fruit Drivers episode.
Oh, right.
No, my conspiracy is that big vegetable is actually like a fruit in disguise where, you know, as kids, people don't want to eat their vegetables. So they're slowly turning all the vegetables into fruits. So as an adult, now all those old vegetables that I thought were vegetables are actually now fruits. So they're more, you know, palatable because they're not vegetables.
Riley, I don't think people are like, pumpkin, because they learn that it has seeds in it. Okay? I think there's a bit of holes in your theory.
I'm just saying it's a conspiracy theory. It's my conspiracy theory.
It's not a good one.
I didn't say it was a good one. This is again my.
I thought you said this was going to be the best conspiracy theory ever. What the hell?
No,
was that?
no.
That
That's.
Riley has really bad conspiracy theories.
When did I say it was going to be a good conspiracy theory? I just said it was.
That's why it's a conspiracy theory on my part.
Riley, you've been hyping this up for as long as I've known you. Every chance you got, you're like, yeah, I got this insane conspiracy theory about big vegetable.
Big
I'll tell
vegetable
you
man.
when the time's right.
I feel like you're gaslighting me, guys.
You don't know. That's not gaslighting.
Goodness gracious! I'm pretty sure my mother gaslighted me like a month ago.
Riley, how do I?
It's a crazy thing you just casually dropped.
Firstly, you gotta tell us how, and secondly, how can we be gaslighting you if there's no flames to gaslight?
I swear she. So I would think I was telling her that. I'm like, man, I think my sisters are gaslighting me, and then she like stone faced like said, Riley, what the heck is gaslighting? And I was really confused for a second. I'm like, am I using this wrong? Is she like? I'm pretty sure she's used gaslighting before. This isn't like a new phrase, I thought. So I'm pretty sure she gaslighted me into thinking that she didn't know what gaslighting was.
Sure.
Just to prove a point.
Just to prove that she knew what it meant. I think she was playing like 5D chess against me there. And I don't think I won.
Oh, Riley, you're only good at 4D chess.
I'm not very good at 4. I'm barely good at 2D chess.
Oh, Riley. Oh, Riley. Oh. That's sad.
You need to clip what Cameron just said there.
Why?
Because he's like, oh, Riley.
As he said, I don't want to know what you're going to do with that clip.
Who knows? It's anyone's guess.
We're just saving the clip of O'Reilly.
I won't try to explain it.
Riley.
You would understand, anyways.
I probably wouldn't. I'm not understanding right now.
I mean,
That's
I didn't
probably
even say
for the
anything,
best.
so I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, probably.
Is this one of those incidents where you guys will tell me when I'm older?
We'll tell you when you're a little older.
Unless we forget.
I think my sisters have told me that too. Not that like the specific phrase of "we'll tell you when you're older, Riley." They're all younger than me.
Yeah, well, you know, everyone ages differently. It's okay.
I was going to say something earlier, but I forgot what I was going to say.
Did you remember it just now?
No.
Oh. What a shame.
More awkward silences to help you remember.
Yeah, how much time do you need to remember?
Wait, I remembered.
Oh, perfect!
See, boom, it worked.
So, recently, I was in Walmart and I bought like a box of frozen meal, and it was stuffed peppers. I grabbed it because it was interesting. It's like a 4 halves of a bell pepper stuffed with meat and rice, and they're just sitting in a pool of tomato sauce.
Oh, interesting.
So what you need to do is you need to pop that bitch in the oven for like 40 minutes, take it out, scoop up the sauce and drizzle it on top of the pepper stuffings, and then put it back in for another 15 minutes, and it's good. I was a bit scared because I was worried that the taste of the pepper might be a bit much. Like, I don't know, but fuck, I'm gonna try it. I already bought it, might as well. But I tried, like, oh my god, this is so good. If anything, my complaint is that the pepper didn't hold together as much as I would have liked it to.
It became a little mushy?
No, because, like, it wasn't, like, peppers aren't sticky usually, so, no. The stuffing, no, it wasn't staying shaped to the stuffing when I was cutting the peppers in half to eat it in a more palatable way. So I had to, like, take the stuffing on my fork and then dig around for the piece of pepper that slipped off. And then, while I was doing that, I was also getting more tomato sauce on it. And then I'd eat the stuffing, sauce, and pepper that way. was so good. I might get it again sometime.
Yeah, stuffed peppers are pretty great.
Yeah, they are.
I haven't had it with tomato sauce.
Oh, it's good. So good, man.
Or the mushroom stuck in the stew.
I also might go back to my salad phase, maybe. I don't know.
We're now entering salad.
Get some deli meats, some cheeses, get some greens, some French dressing, and I'm good.
True.
Now,
True.
I might make a fruit salad sometime. Not a fruit
Yummy.
bowl, Riley. A fruit salad. Dude, just to clarify, I'm talking about what you call fluff, which is an ambrosia, which is a fruit salad, which you didn't know.
That's a fruit salad? I had forgotten.
Yes. Yes, we had the whole thing where we're talking about like salads we liked, and then you're like, I don't like fruit salad because I don't like the cream. What? But the way I do my fruit salad is I just take fruits and put it in a bowl. Like, that's not a fruit salad. That's a fruit bowl. And you're like, well, I do like fluff. And I was like, what's fluff? Like,
yeah.
you didn't explain to me what it was, so I
fluff,
looked
man.
it up. It's like,
Oh yeah.
oh wow, it's fruit mixed with cream that you eat. It's also known as an ambrosia fruit salad.
I'm probably thinking that like a fruit parfait or something, like yogurt and fruit instead of cream and fruit. That's probably what I'm thinking whatever the first time I said that.
I might try a parfait sometime though. I never had one of those. Sounds pretty good. I want some. We don't have any parfait places in town. Sucks.
Had another banana smoothie a couple hours ago. It's really good.
You potassiumed up.
Oh yeah.
How
So
many
yummy.
How many bananas were in the
2 nanners.
2 bananas?
That's a healthy amount of bananas.
That's a
in
lot of
smoothie.
bananas.
2 nanners are so good. I had to. They're green as hell. Target only had the
Oh.
world's greenest banana, so I had to let it.
What?
No. I kept the bananas in my cupboard for like 4 days.
Ah, okay.
All right.
Maybe
I would never make it with green bananas, but I had to get bananas, and all they
my
had
goodness,
was,
he's
you know,
ruined
well,
his smoothie.
Because I wanted a smoothie like that
Yeah,
evening, and I was getting bananas. Like, well, I guess I'm not having a smoothie tonight because that would be disgusting.
You had us thinking that you were eating unripened bananas here.
Oh no. My mom would though. She loves green bananas. It's disgusting.
Yeah, that's goodness. I like.
He's like, you have a banana Max, and it's like the greenest. I'm like, ugh.
Oh man, I want to make my own banana bread with like chocolate chunks in it. That sounds so good.
Ooh, that does sound really good.
I want more like banana breads, but all the banana breads I find put walnuts in it. I'm like, I don't like walnuts.
That's
Why would they do that?
classic. It's they normally have a nut with the banana
It's like
bread.
people that make any version
I don't
of raisin
care.
cookies.
Yeah,
Exactly.
oatmeal
I'd
raisin
rather
cookies.
just have the oatmeal cookie or
Yeah.
just the banana bread. I don't want stuff in it. Unless it's stuff that I like.
So at this
Sure.
moment, do any of you guys have bananas just sitting in your freezer?
No.
Freezer,
In the
no.
freezer?
Yeah. You know when the
No.
bananas have gone like overripe and you're like, I'm gonna make banana bread. So you stick the overripened banana into the freezer.
Why would I have bananas in my freezer?
Well, you guys were super into like, banana bread. To make
I
the
said I
banana bread.
want to make it sometime. That doesn't mean I have bananas on me.
You gotta be prepped and ready for this stuff.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I did say I was. Hence why I said sometime.
Well, I'm ready.
What?
I've got bananas
Riley,
in
I
my
could-
freezer right
Riley,
now.
I could say, oh man, I really want to make a lasagna sometime. That doesn't mean
I have a lasagna in the freezer right now. I am ready for both the banana bread and the lasagna.
I also have a lasagna in my freezer.
See, perfect.
I meant making one by hand.
Oh,
not
okay.
buying one from the store and cooking
boring. It's not actually boring. I just was paying attention to it.
Oh, thanks for clarifying, Max.
Yep.
So then, what do you guys
I was worried you thought it was actually boring.
So what do you guys actually have in your freezers then? If you don't keep bananas or lasagna,
there's some peas that have been in there for like a year.
Yeah,
I got
pizza, and that's it.
I got like a roll of beef that's been in there for like a few years now.
Oh boy,
a roll of meat.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like a pound of beef.
We got some like fish in there that we haven't cooked yet.
Okay.
We got popsicles. We got taquitos that have been in there for 2 years, I think.
Oh my gosh!
I forgot about them.
I don't know the pass date on. You said what? Toquitos.
Tostitos.
We just call them taquitos because we
white.
Yeah.
I got 4 frozen pizzas, a lasagna.
This is sounding a lot like what I have.
Peppers. I had stuffed peppers, but not anymore. I ate those.
I think the only extra things I have that you guys haven't said is like pot pies. I have some frozen pot pies in there.
I think I have a thing of no, I have a pumpkin pie that's still frozen and waiting to be eaten one of these days, and an apple pie which has been in there for I don't know how long, but it's probably good still. And there's like a thing of Blue Moon ice cream which I only eaten like a fourth of and never touched again. Not that it's bad ice cream, it's just it has Fruit Loop flavor, which doesn't feel right with ice cream for me.
Fruit Loop flavor?
Yeah, it tastes exactly like Fruit Loops.
Huh.
Just in ice cream form.
I don't know the last time I've had Fruit Loops.
I don't eat cereal that much because it's so damn expensive.
No, if you get Cheerios like me.
Yeah, I've got Honey Nut Cheerios just sitting next to me.
I need to try more cereals one of these days.
I just eat the cereal raw now. I don't put milk in it.
What?
Oh, that's lame. You're lame.
So I'm
it's not lame. That's criminal.
I'm saving
it's so far beyond lame.
money by not buying the milk.
But the milk's half the fun.
I don't like sugary milk, and I don't want to waste the milk at the end.
Sugary milk?
Yeah.
What milk are you drinking?
You don't get sugary cereals.
Well, that's the best part about the cereal.
I dumped this Fruit Loop into my milk, and now the milk's all sugary. What the hell?
Riley, I don't want to eat a dry ass cereal. Okay.
Oh no, I like it.
Every time
babies eat dry cereal, but they're babies.
There have been plenty of times when I grabbed the Cinnamon Toast Crunch, realized I didn't have any milk, so I'm like,
my gosh!
I guess I'll just eat some Crunch from the box. I try and man,
Actually,
I'd rather have this with milk.
I really shouldn't judge because for 2 weeks in college, I just happened to stumble from one of the offices on campus. There was some staff event we did, and they didn't need these 2 boxes of pasta.
Yeah, you ate the raw pasta.
Yeah, and so I would just sit at my desk crunching on handfuls of raw pasta for snacks.
What?
So I shouldn't judge too much.
What a bird, Max, though. Goodness gracious. Yeah, babies eat raw cereal, but they're babies.
It's true.
You're just calling me a baby over here.
No, I'm just saying that, unrelated to whatever you were talking about, just purely coincidence, just having to remember the fact that, babies love Cheerios.
To be honest, they probably could have milk with it.
I mean, maybe babies are onto something that we're not really focusing on. They have no biases, no know nothing. So maybe they like just unlock the true potential
You
of
think
all
it's
food that they eat,
it's
and that's why they're like they're
the dry
the
cereal.
society is like trying to prevent us from eating like small Lego pieces, but that may actually be like the next big thing. And babies have
What's
shown us the
better
way.
than microplastics? Macroplastics.
You
Ah.
hear that, kids? Go eat the nearest Lego.
Oh gosh. I think we need a warning.
Plastic
Do
bag,
not eat
yeah.
Legos. This podcast does not
Everybody
endorse
go
eating
find
Legos.
Lego bins, grab as
No,
many
oh
small dots
gosh.
as you can, and just start gurgling them down.
We
A nice
I'm
nice
not gonna
glass
eat.
of water and go.
you're gonna
No, I'm not
drink.
gonna eat
You're-
Legos, sadly.
We just talked about eating like cereal raw. Now you're saying to add liquid to your Legos?
Oh, it helps you go down easier.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
You can't chew the Legos; your teeth are gonna break.
Have you
Yeah.
guys
You need
heard
something to wash them down.
Have you guys heard of the Tropicana cereal?
What?
Don't they make orange juice?
What?
Yeah.
was gonna say.
What kind of cereal would they make?
They made a cereal that you're supposed to use their orange juice instead of milk.
What the
Oh,
So- I
oh.
I
I
feel
gotta
like
look this
it was
up.
I feel like it was like it had like honey bunches and oats kind of cereal vibe to it, but instead of milk you added their Tropicana orange juice, and based off the reviews,
Oh my
people
God.
were very confused because they take a bite and they're like, "Oh shoot, it's acidic." Because it's orange juice, of course.
That is
Yeah,
disgusting.
this just looks like oats with orange juice in it.
Yeah. I don't
Tropicana Crunch is what it was called.
There you go.
apparently.
Ah.
Cereal made for OJ. Oh,
I don't
boy.
think they sell that anymore.
No,
Oh,
Wonder why.
what happened? Surely it was a big hit.
Now I'm imagining just people adding milk into that instead, and it's probably just a regular cereal.
And they're just like, oh, it's so much better.
Oh, it's bland, but it's better than that.
Oh.
Ooh, I have a freezer story.
You thought sugary milk was bad, imagine sugary orange juice.
Juice. Oh.
Man. When I was it was like my last like 2 weeks on campus, and I was doing something for some reason. Oh no, it was just because there was the ice for water, in the break room, and I noticed that there was a hot pocket in the freezer, and I looked, and it was the name of one of the developers in IT in our department, and it was dated at 2020. So he had it in the freezer because he was going to eat it at work, and then COVID happened,
Oh,
and then
no.
he forgot about it. And so
Oh,
this was like
jeez.
May 2023, and I'm in the break, and I'm like, oh, and I was like, oh, hey Chris, I was like, you got Hot Pocket in the freezer still? I was like, oh, I do.
Oh gosh.
I almost considered eating it. I was like, should I microwave this and eat it? Because I'm kind of hungry. But I ended up just leaving it in there, so who knows how long it'll stay.
You could have asked him if you could have
The
it.
elusive.
Oh, he said you can eat it if you want, but he's like, it's probably going to be nasty. I was like, I don't know, do I want to eat this?
The elusive 2020 Hot Pocket.
Yeah.
On one hand, freezer burn, but on the other hand, hot pocket.
Yeah, I was like, does a Hot Pocket, like, is that really going to go bad? Like, you're talking about a Hot Pocket here,
Hot pockets don't go bad.
They only get better.
Yeah. If anything, the freezer burn adds like an extra zing.
Yeah, an extra
to the Hot
texture.
Pocket that wasn't there before.
Can be both frozen and like soft at the same time.
I mean, that's just a normal Hot Pocket.
Oh.
I'm just saying, maybe an extra dry Hot Pocket don't sound too bad.
Yeah. When's the expiration date or the best buy date?
Oh, it had long. It was like a year or two outside.
Riley, we're talking about a 4-year-old Hot Pocket. I think the date has long passed.
Yeah.
And
I'm just wondering, that like Wasn't there like a McDonald's like cheeseburger that still looks okay, but has been made like 10 years ago?
Oh, I remember that.
They like put
That
I think it was
doesn't
like a
mean
Big Mac in like one of those display cases.
that doesn't mean it's good to eat.
That's
And
fair.
in fact, if you open up the display case, it's probably going to unleash another plague on you. So
The Big Mac plague.
yeah. The Big Macic plague.
What if I want my burgers to last a really long time? Like, what if I want to put it in the fridge and like, what if I'm hungry a year from now, and I want to just eat it?
Yeah, what if you're meal prepping so far into the future?
This is 2026's dish.
Ooh, that's gonna be a good one. Swedish meatballs and rice.
Mm-mm-mm.
I can't wait for 2030.
Oh.
We're finally getting into Chinese.
Oh boy.
Gosh.
Oh my god, wait, it's a Friday night in 2069. It's sushi day.
Oh gosh.
Oh boy, I prepared
Frozen
the sushi 5 years ago for this moment. I almost forgot.
Oh gosh. For a random Friday night in
Yeah.
2069?
Yeah.
I wonder what the longest you can like store semi-decent food. Like when we go to Mars, like what are people? They have to spend like I think it's like 6 months to get to Mars. Like what are they
Yeah.
going to be eating? Well, actually, it doesn't even when they land. And there's no crops. So like, yeah, what are they going to be eating? They have to eat something to be able to make something.
There's no cops. There's no atmosphere. No,
They'll just bring a chicken with them. And plenty of eggs.
There's sandstorms probably.
Like the first people that land on Mars, like what's their diet going to be? Because like they got to set up like
Probably
I know
astronaut food. Just think about the space station. You know how
But
many
like, how are they going to have enough food?
Think about the space station. They
Mass
But the
produced.
space station's like right there.
Yeah, but they stock
Yeah,
it for a while.
Yeah.
But you can't restock easily on Mars unless we just have like a constant.
Not with
like,
that attitude.
Yeah, not with
train
that
of
attitude.
spaceships going. I suppose yeah, you can just have
Just have a conga
constant-
line of spaceships.
Yeah, like just like 50 at a time
Max,
in transit to
Max,
Mars.
what you gotta do is you know those like those tubes that banks have where you put up like
Oh, yeah, the
Oh
mail
yeah,
tubes.
yeah.
yeah, you need a big one of those connecting from Earth to Mars
Yeah.
at all
Fuck
times.
space
And-
elevators. How about a Mars elevator?
yeah.
I feel like that would be a space elevator.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Well, like a normal space elevator just goes to space, but like we need to go. Planetary elevator. There's only one button. You push it and you just in there for 6 months.
Oh my god, guys, this elevator is planetary level.
Can we get some new music? God.
Based on this feat, I can deduce that this elevator is planet level, while this other elevator is solar system level.
Oh, if they
You
go
get
to-
in and it's just Happy by Pharrell or whatever on repeat.
Oh,
I think this
I jump
elevator
out of the
is
elevator.
multi-universal plus.
Okay, I decided to look up how long the trip actually is. Apparently, it would take about 3 years.
What? I thought it was way less.
I thought so
We
too.
we don't have that good of space travel. Come on.
Is it because I know there's like faster
Imagine-
like routes
Imagine
that take
spending
more fuel?
3 years going to Mars just to land on there and find out. So, Houston, we can't live here. It's completely unsustainable for life.
No plants.
It says 6 months to a few years, depends when you launch
Hmm.
and how much fuel you can take like a more efficient route that takes a lot longer.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that's what they used for like the rovers.
What you
and
got to
stuff.
do is you have to have short bursts of like flying power to propel yourself closer to Mars to save up on fuel.
You only need to have enough fuel to leave the atmosphere because
Mhm.
there's no friction in space, so you wouldn't slow down at all. You don't need to use any fuel at all in space unless you want to go faster.
You gotta match the speed of Mars, though. The orbits aren't the same. That's the problem.
Well, so you just need fuel
No,
to take
well,
off
you
and
just
then
have
fuel to
to
land.
you just have to make sure
No,
that
no.
Earth and
No, what you
Mars are
gotta-
at their closest points in the orbit, and then when you get close enough to Mars, it'll pull you in with its own gravitational pull.
Here's what you gotta do.
sure.
You gotta line yourself up in Mars's orbit. So that way, when Mars comes around, it'll be right there. And eventually the gravity will just pull you in.
That's probably
You
harder
gotta
to
wait.
do, though.
But you gotta wait like a Mars year, but it'll work.
Actually, unironically, I saw a YouTube short. There is Lagrange points, like points where you don't move, like you're just kind of like locked between 2 points.
Mm-hmm. Two
Um,
gravitational bodies.
Yeah, like there's some satellites between like the Earth,
Yeah, it's
Sun,
in,
Lagrange point.
The James Webb.
Yeah, James Webb. And there's actually it takes like years, like many years to get between, but you can actually use the Lagrange points to like move something, because like Lagrange points would like meet up, and so that you can like move something like throughout the whole solar system by just like transitioning between Lagrange points. So it takes almost no fuel, but your thing's going to be in space
Be
for
there
like 10
forever.
years before it gets somewhere. But people are saying we can use it to like transport huge like bulk resources to Mars. Like, if we need like a bunch of steel or something, just like super heavy stuff, you don't have to get it all the way to Mars. You just get it up to the Lagrange point and then just wait 10 years and then boop, there it is.
This made me remember I saw a video like I want to say a month ago where someone was talking about all the gruesome ways you can die on the other planets in the solar system.
Oh
And even
gosh.
threw Pluto in there as like an extra bonus. Like I don't
They're all
remember
just
if
freezing.
like I don't like I think it was like a
Freeze
like
to
a
death. Freeze to death.
Uranus where you go into it and you'll get compressed so hard your skin turns to diamonds because you're carbon.
Winning.
I've always wanted to be a diamond.
My mommy
Well,
always said I
apparently,
was
like-
special.
Apparently the atmosphere of Neptune's like just like constant turbulent winds, so it's going to be constantly like jostling your spaceship around until everything in the spaceship and the spaceship itself gets torn apart by the turbulation.
Very unfortunate.
I'd simply just resist it. I'd be better.
Yeah, Max is
And
actually
even, like-
really great at space.
He even
versus
had
us.
like little animated segments of this guy who was on these planets. He's like, Venus is pretty cool, but then the heat will start to get to you and cause your skin to blister. It's like,
Yeah, what's the joke? You can cook a frozen pizza on Venus in like 11 seconds,
I don't know.
something like that.
That's a lame. That's a lame joke, honestly. There's nothing funny about it. It's just saying you cook a frozen pizza on Venus. Nothing funny about that.
It's super hot, man. So the frozen pizza gets super heated and finishes
Wow.
super quickly.
You can use a glass kiln to cook a hot dog in like 2 seconds.
A glass.
Dude, you could crack
can.
an egg on the sidewalk during the summer solstice. That baby's gonna fry real quick.
Specifically on the summer solstice.
Yeah.
Longest day of the year.
It
Yeah.
is the longest.
Although
day,
is
but
that the
not-
hottest
Yeah,
day?
it doesn't technically have to be the hottest.
It could be. There's
I don't know.
more daytime. Or
Even
even if it's not the hottest, that's more day to cook. I'm just saying, it's the most optimal day of the
the
year.
most
to
optimal
choose to
day
cook
to
egg.
throw an egg on a sidewalk in order for it to cook.
Best day to egg Riley's house. Every day.
No, don't every day.
Yeah.
Man, Max is just being brutal to me today. Calling me a baby, egging my house. Man.
I'm sorry. Free eggs isn't good enough for you?
I prefer my eggs to be shelled, not like
We
wait.
can shell your house with eggs. We can do that. We can get that arranged.
I like them with the shell
the video.
on. Is
There
that
it is.
I don't know. What's the because when you say is it deshelled or shell? I'm confusing myself.
Eel?
Peeled?
I just
yeah.
I just crack the eggs and take the shells out. That's what I call it.
Sorry. So what I was trying to insinuate is I like the egg to not be on my face and to be in its container.
You do know you're not supposed to eat the shell, right, Riley?
I'm not sure if I can oblige that request, Riley. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't eat the shell, but I'd rather have it in the shell than on my face.
I didn't say it was the
I
damn
just
thing.
I'd
tried
rather
to
have
say.
it in my belly.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good place for it. That's kind of where they're supposed to go, you know?
Naturally, I guess. Yeah.
Interesting.
It is food.
Eggs are pretty
That
good.
said, I do have like 3-month-old eggs just chilling their carton. in my fridge
3
right now.
month?
Oh,
Yeah.
I
are you gonna eat them?
I feel like
Yeah,
You
probably
probably
not
don't want
now.
well, there's the egg test, right? Where if they float in, is it just room temperature water?
See, this is a
Boiling water?
theoretical physics experiment I'm trying out. I call it Schrodinger's egg.
Oh,
If you never crack the egg open, you never know if it's going to be spoiled or
No,
fresh.
it's good
Jake,
or
you can do
bad.
the float test, remember?
Yeah, I was just saying the float test, but is it boiling water? Is
the
it
float-
salted water? What type of water?
I thought it was just
The
water.
float test is unreliable. I like my
Yeah, float test is unreliable. Schrodinger's egg, that's where it's at.
yeah.
That is where it's at, man.
I mean, we can just throw the egg at Riley and then.
Oh, what?
Well,
Why are we throwing eggs at Riley? Riley doesn't deserve to be egged.
And Max
Well, who's
really
gonna
wants
throw
to
an egg at
know.
Riley's had enough of eggs. He
Riley's
was a
a bit
chicken.
egged out.
You don't like eggs? Wow, okay.
I did say that. I've got eggs in my fridge too.
Oh, yeah, oh, you didn't like eggs. Wow, I see how it is.
I
Are they
just-
3-month-old eggs?
I don't know. They're not 3-month-old eggs.
Get on my level.
Get my level, nerd. You don't have 3-month-old eggs. What are you doing?
Nerd.
No.
You know, the thing is, like, they were like a 6-pack of eggs because I'm like, all right. Every other time I get like a 12-pack of eggs, I never eat them all. So I'm gonna get a 6-pack of eggs because there's less eggs to eat.
Yeah.
I don't think I touched a single egg.
So what I'm learning is you just don't buy eggs.
Yeah, that's the conclusion I came to. But then, whenever I'm shopping, I'm like, I pass by the eggs, and I'm
It's
like,
ooh, egg.
but what if I want an egg sandwich?
To make an
though?
egg sandwich, you can make
that would
an
be good.
omelet. You can make an egg salad. You could do deviled eggs.
man.
You could do.
An egg
I have
salad? Is
made-
that where you
I-
just scramble some eggs and put it in a bowl?
You can add egg
Uh,
to your salad.
The way,
Egg
the
salad
way
sandwich.
And the way I would do an egg salad or eggs in a salad is I would boil the eggs and then chop it up and then put that in the salad.
Yeah, but there's an actual egg salad. I don't know the recipe for it.
I don't either, which is why I've never made egg salad. But
Eggs
I have
in your
made
salad,
deviled
yeah.
eggs.
Eggs
I have
with
made
lettuce.
deviled eggs before. They were good. I liked them.
You can make a cake. You can
I'm
add
not good at
egg
making
to
a cake.
hamburger
What would I
meat.
want a cake for?
You could, I think you use eggs to make bread. Maybe a
Probably.
pretzel.
What kind of bread are you
I'm
making?
not I'm not gonna
Egg
make
bread.
a pretzel. I don't,
You can make
I
egg
don't like
dog.
pretzels. What's egg
Egg dog?
dog?
What?
Riley, you know the egg dog.
I
right?
could.
Egg,
I
I
could
said
cook up
eggnog. Not
No,
eggnog.
you know what egg dog is, right? Though.
I don't.
Oh, you've never seen Mr. Bill's
Nothing dog
Christmas?
was egg with you.
What?
What's up, dog? I
But
say
I
bird.
imagine.
Oh gosh.
Is that where you were going next?
No, that's not at all where I was going.
Oh, okay.
It's Mr. Bill's Christmas. It's
Who's
like a little
Mr. Bill?
claymation. It's a very old like claymation thing and his dog gets put in a blender, and it's egg dog.
Jesus Christ!
Jesus fucking Christ!
And it's like a little orange dog, and so it's claymation, and it just turns into orange, just eggnog.
Oh my gosh,
It's like
that's messed up.
This has
it
nothing
is.
to do with
Classic.
this has nothing to do
It's
with
classic.
egg dog, but my Tokyo treat box. Normally, I've been subscribed to them for over a year, so I know how this works. Normally, no, I get my boxes in the beginning of like every month, like the first week of every month. For some reason, like customs has been shit, like at the start of 2025. So, like, I'm stuck here, like, on the 23rd, and my box still hasn't fucking shown up. Like, it's gotten to the point where my January box is already shipped out, and my December box is still trying to arrive. It got out of fucking customs yesterday.
Wait, do you have to pay extra for it, like, being held up somewhere? Or?
No, I don't think so.
So I guess when was it supposed to arrive? I think I missed that part.
It was like anywhere between like the 1st and the 7th is usually when
January?
they show up. Of any month! I've been over this!
Yeah, but for the so you said it's the December box. Does that mean it's supposed to arrive in January, or is it supposed to arrive in December?
It's supposed to arrive in January.
Okay. So it's like two weeks, almost 3 weeks late.
Yeah.
That's brutal.
Yeah. Apparently, I'm not the only one who's having this issue. Because the Tokyo Treat subreddit has several posts, people like, so, where's my December box, people?
They've been in outrage. They've been cheering and chanting for their elusive
like
box.
$40 per box. Now, you think they're pretty reasonable to be mad, especially since this box contains food.
Oh man.
I mean, it's like
most of it's sweets,
like
though,
snacks.
right? Yes.
It's like snacks and stuff, but it's still food.
Yeah. They're perishable.
Eventually.
By the way, that Mr. Bill's Christmas special, I didn't realize it's 17 years old now.
Jesus.
It's old.
And did you watch it 17 years ago, Max?
I watched it like a really long time ago.
You watched it
my
live.
dad showed it to us. He thought it was the funniest thing ever. It's pretty funny. It's like I don't want to say it's like South Park levels of humor, but like it's kind of, it's pretty ridiculous, but it's old though. Old claymation.
And the only claymation I
For some
really
reason,
know
when I think of old claymation, I think of either Pengu or like that one film somebody made.
Wallace
like,
and Gromit.
Yeah, Wallace and Gromit is what I was going to say.
I wasn't going to say Wallace and
Square
Gromit because
Rabbit.
I've never seen that, but
It's a good one.
The one I'm thinking about is that one where there's like a couple of kids in like a dark space and they're talking to like a creepy mask and they're like, "Who are you?" And the mask is like, "I'm Satan."
What?
I don't think I've seen that one.
I haven't recalled that one either.
Let
me find a clip.
I'm Satan.
Oh man, apparently the actual Mr. Bill's Christmas special was made in 1996. It's just that the one on YouTube is 17 years old.
So did you watch it live?
No. No. I don't even think I had used YouTube 17 years ago. We had such bad internet.
You didn't have internet?
Oh, back in the day we had such bad internet. I remember sitting on my iPod, like waiting. That was back in the day. You could like let a video buffer completely on YouTube.
Oh yeah,
it doesn't do that anymore. And I used to wait like 30 minutes to buffer a 144p video.
Yes.
And then watch it.
Classic. That's the classic quality of videos. 144p.
149. I remember like one time, like everyone was asleep. I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna treat myself." 360p, or no, not even.
Ooh.
It was like 240p.
Yeah,
I was like, "Ooh,
$240p.
I'm getting advanced now."
Man. And
Like
All right,
when
yeah, stop it.
720p came out, that was massive.
when 720 came out, I used 480 for the longest time because I didn't want my computer to die. And
I don't know if your computer could handle.
yeah, it couldn't handle a lot of more than that, and it didn't even look that much better on that monitor.
Yeah, the monitor probably was like 480p, just native because I think it didn't even matter at that point.
I think I had 2 adapters on it. I can't remember now.
Oh man, I have my record at work when I was back in Minnesota. I what was it? 8 adapters.
8
Just 'cause I want-
adapters?
Just because I wanted to. There was I was like, how far can I go? I probably could have gone farther, but I was able to get every type of adapter we had adapted, and I had 8 adapters to go from like
Oh my-
USB-C to like HDMI or something. Yeah, of course I
From-
could achieve it with like 2.
From
but I
what?
was like, how many?
What did you start with? What was the device? So you like
It
your
was
phone?
like it was a laptop.
Your laptop to display on like a monitor?
Because everyone's workstation had a laptop, and then they had 2 monitors.
Okay. So
And I was like setting up a workstation. I was like, I was like gonna leave and move out in like a week. I said, just for the fun of it, I'm just gonna see like how
just
many
for the
adapters
next
I can
guy
fit.
after me, he's gonna have to deal with this monstrosity.
I brought it to a normal level
Oh,
and put the rest back, but I just wanted to see
it
for
would
that
have.
day. I was
I
like,
think it
how
would have been
far
funnier.
can I push it? It would have been, but I need we always need adapters, and I was like, well, I can't justify wasting like
just keep
7
all these
adapters for no reason.
They'll call me the adapter guy who stole all the adapters.
I did use for a permanent fix, I think 4 adapters though for somebody.
A permanent 4 adapters.
Mhm. It was that one's special because it was an adapter that goes from USB, like USB A, like a flash drive, to because like USB C has like video built into it, so it's like expected, but USB A doesn't, and so that it's like a super special adapter that goes to like DVI, and then it was like DVI to VGA and then VGA to HDMI,
Oh my gosh!
and it worked, and it worked. That's the best part.
That is the cool part. It just works.
Because people's monitors, they just like stop getting signal for no reason, and we have no idea why. So our solution was just like sometimes we just had like a big bin of adapters, and you'd fix it by switching adapters, and then they put in a new ticket 3 months later, and you just go switch it to the adapters they had previously, and then it would work again for another like 6 months.
Yeah, it seems like computers are like part witchcraft.
Yeah, so that's how you fixed it.
So I actually managed to find the clip I was referring to. If everyone's ready to give it a look.
But we're doing the podcast.
We can look during the podcast. We've looked at videos.
Oh
during the
my
podcast
gosh,
before.
that means I have to edit this all out.
You don't have to.
I have to edit it out. It's gonna be definitely copyrighted. This is a whole nother video. Do I even have sound on? What's happening? I don't have sound on. There we go.
Hello,
Who are you?
Fine.
an angel. What's your name? Satan. Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's the
I can
clip.
see why I never saw that as a kid. It probably would have been terrified.
Yeah, I didn't see it
how-
as a kid.
How
I just
old-
know about
How
it.
old is the YouTube video?
13 years old.
And Max got you beat 17 with his old claymation thing.
Winning.
Thought has it been 17? I thought YouTube. Oh, did YouTube started in 06? Is that right?
Yeah,
I think so.
it did.
Man. So the oldest video would be 19 years.
2005.
2005?
Oh, it was founded in 2005. Okay, so yeah, 2006 is probably when it was like actually usable.
When did The Adventures of Mark Twain come out? How old is
Adventure of
this
Mark
film?
Twain.
Yeah, that's
I don't. How many
Let's
claymation
see.
movies are coming out?
these days. I don't know.
Has
Probably
there
not
been
a lot.
Has there been one in like the last year?
Yeah, Pinocchio. Well, not in the last year. No. Oh wait, no, there was a new Wallace and Gromit movie.
Oh, there was?
That came out
but
recently.
is that
Yeah.
actual claymation or is it just
I
CGI?
don't fucking know.
I think they still do them as real claymation.
That's cool.
Authenticity.
There's not many left because I remember reading that like they're like running out of the specific clay used. Because it was like this one specific company that made the clay that claymation used, and the company shut down.
Mhm.
So there's like a limited supply left.
Yeah.
What a name. So
But also, like, claymation is like a huge pain in the ass to
Yeah,
do
'cause
in the
it's-
first place.
it's stop motion. Stop motion photos.
Like anyone else make brick films when they were little?
Rick films?
Brick films, stop motion Lego.
Oh
No.
no, I did not.
Oh, I used to have I called it my movie making box, and it was
What I did,
my Lego
what I did
figures
with
and set pieces, and I'd make little stop motion Lego.
what I did with my Legos is we had like a tub full of like a bunch of Lego pieces. There was this one piece which had like a trap door in it. So what I would do is I would like stack like a tower of Lego pieces onto this trap door as high as I could with the pieces I had. And then like I would just drop my Lego guys in there. If I ever felt like, there's a plot relevant reason for the guys to be dropped in the pit.
The Pit of Doom.
No, it's just a pit.
Oh. Yeah, I think the only thing I like quote unquote would be stop motion is like flip notes. The flip note like studio or flip books. Stuff like that would probably be the only stop quote unquote animation thing that I've
I
done.
remember there was a class in like middle school where we went to a bunch of different stations for like a week or two to do different things at those stations.
Oh yeah.
And there was like a crime scene investigation station. There was like a wiring board station, and there was a claymation station. There was also a like one of those things where you take noodles and you stick them to marshmallows and try to build the most structurally safe thing. It was like a micro construction station.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the closest I've been to claymation because there was a stop motion station where we had like the stop motion guy, Gumby, whatever his name is.
Gumby?
Gumby.
Who's Gumby?
Oh, you don't know who Gumby is?
Okay, if I'm thinking of the correct thing, is it like a blue clay creature?
He's not clay, and he's
not
not
clay?
blue, but
He's
Okay.
Gummy because his name's
He's-
Gumby. I think.
he's like a
That is
plastic or
slightly
rubbery.
different than what I was thinking of. Gumby.
Yeah, Gumby.
Now,
He
Max,
is the stop motion guy.
is there any people's named Gumby?
Let me take a look. I've still got the
Yes.
page.
Of course you do.
How do I make sure I have it? Yes, Gumby. Okay. Search for Gumby.
We're playing a
There's
higher, lower on
39
Humphrey.
people in the United States named Gumby. What's the total?
39?
Approximately 39 people in the world bear this name. Most prevalent in the United States.
Where
There's
all 39 are.
32 of them in the United States.
Oh.
3 in New York. 3 in Florida. Okay, that's actually, yeah. Florida man named Gumby. That's actually not that surprising.
Goodness. What a name. Almost as funny as Humphrey.
Almost. What's
Now I'm
the Gumby?
gonna look up weirdest names.
They're not going to be as
Let's
funny,
see.
though.
Okay, well, here's what Google said. Almond Burdella,
Almond
cinnamon,
or all
yeah,
man?
almond. Almond, like the seed.
Ah, like the nut.
Almond. You think this name is nuts? It might
Oh my
actually be
gosh.
after the nut. But there are thoughts that the name, which emerged in the late 19th century, may, and then it cuts off there. Burdella.
Burdella,
There were 5 little girls registered as Burdella in America in 1882.
It
The
doesn't
name is believed to
seem
be a
weird, though.
portmanteau of Birdie and Ella.
That one doesn't seem weird to
Cinnamon.
me.
Sticking with spices, cinnamon was actually quite popular in the 1960s, with more than 200 being registered in 1969.
Now is
The
that
popularity was probably cuts off there.
is that cinnamon with a C or an S?
C.
Okay. It'd
What
be
kind of
weird.
psychopath spells it with an S?
I thought I knew somebody with named Cinnamon that spelled it with an S.
Food-inspired names have long been considered unusual. Apple, the daughter of Gwyneth Paltrow, is one of the more recent and controversial, and it cuts off there. Speaking of Dijon, want a name that cuts the mustard? 132
Dijon.
baby boys were named Dijon in the U.S. in 1991. To be fair, it is also a town in France, but the condiment is,
Dijon.
and it cuts off.
Guys, I found a diabolical. More prevalent than gumbo, there are 57 people in the world named Piss.
Oh my gosh. Like double S?
Oh yeah. PISS.
Oh boy.
3 of them in America. Where are they located?
You gotta start thinking, do they pronounce it differently?
I don't know. There's 1 in Cali, 1 in Michigan, 1 in Florida. Dude named Piss. His best friend, Humphrey.
Best friend Humphrey. Oh gosh.
Ooh. Bad news. Piss demographics. He only makes $26,900.
Oh gosh.
Sad.
It's a rough day to be named Piss.
Man.
I remember seeing a Reddit story of like somebody talking about like, I need to talk my husband out of naming our kid Theodore because yes, he wants to name it after his grandfather, but our last name is Bundy.
Ted Bundy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was going with like Alvin and the Chipmunks, you know.
I didn't know what was wrong with Theodore. I have what
There
were
was an-
they called?
There was an update to it where she's like, yeah, we compromised. He's naming him Theo instead of Ted.
My I think it's nephew, right? My brother's child's name is Theodore's.
Oops.
We were talking about like super outdated names. What about Montgomery?
That
I don't
does
think we
sound
have a lot of.
outdated.
I don't think we have a lot of Montgomerys. They've been substituted for Monties.
Monty Python.
Monty's.
Yeah. What's the Montgomery salary looking like?
Yeah, let's
Then,
figure out the salary and then wrap up the podcast.
but I still have all these other names.
It's too many
I
names.
think they use.
There aren't. There's like.
You said like 10
7.
names already.
No, I
They
didn't.
haven't been weird.
4.
It felt like 10.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Just shy of 3,800 people named Montgomery.
Isn't their city's name Montgomery?
Yeah.
That's a city. That's not a name of a person. It is, but you know.
What did I just ask? I'm more confused now. Okay, let's rapid fire the names here, Cameron. They haven't been weird to me.
All right. We got Apple, Gwyneth Paltrow's kid,
Huh.
Birdie, Blue Ivy,
Okay, that one's
Blue
Blue Eyes
Stop.
White Dragon.
Blue Eyes White Dragon, yeah. Blue Ivy.
Stop, Cyan, Ermine. Exa Dark Cider Ale. What the fuck?
Okay, now we're getting into the weird.
That's Elon Musk's kid, apparently.
Oh yeah, where it has like the dash like
Oh,
0x9 or something at the end.
His kid's named
Yeah.
a security password.
There's somebody named Man.
You don't want to forget his
Omega.
password.
And finally, Spicy. Spicy. Want a name with a kick to it? Spicy showed up on name lists in the late 1800s.
Okay, what a way to end it. We started with naming weird names, and we've ended it with weird names. To henceforth go with our topic of symmetry. So
that's so true. Pulling it all back together.
So what should
Planned from the start.
It was totally planned. So what should our topic be for next time?
Eyes.
Didn't we just do eyes?
Did it?
Oh, wait, we did pies.
Really, I fucking swear to God. You know, Riley, I said eyes as a last bit of redemption for you. That's 3 times now. You
should have just said pies, and then we just do pies the second time. Just so he can get it out of his system.
No, eyes. Yeah, we haven't done that topic before. We've got plenty to talk about. I wear glasses. You wear glasses. He wears glasses.
She
wears
glasses.
I know, Riley. From what it's sounding like, we should be talking about brains and ears, because apparently you lack those.
Well, we can steer eyes into that section. I know we can do it.
Yeah, they are. I'm not gonna say it. That's for
my eyes are attached to my ears sometimes, and I don't hear well.
I mean, technically, that's not a lie.
Yeah.
Well, next time we'll talk about eyes, ears, and brain.
Eyes and ears and mouth and nose.
I almost said
head,
nose, but
like shoulders, knees, and toes.
Yeah. We'll do a whole sing along of that song for the whole podcast next time. It'll be quite the
2 hours of that song.
Knees and toes. Okay.
I almost remember the German version of that.
Kopf, Schulter, Knie, and Fuß.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is.
Heads, make shoulders, knees, and toes.
I don't know why, but I can just imagine Jack being totally down to sing the whole song for just 2 hours straight.
The German version?
No.
Or just in general?
Just in general.
Just in the background, kind of quietly, just background noise the entire episode.
Well, we'll find out next time.
He's not even doing it for a bit. It's just stuck in his head.
Yep.
Shoulders, knees.
Or do you think you get skilled enough where you like sing head, shoulders, knees, and toes while being able to talk separately?
You're just humming.
Heads, shoulders. Oh yeah, that's a great idea. Knees and toes. Heads. Oh yeah, I like that too. Eyes and ears and bro, really? Knees and toes. Like half of his brain is dedicated to like communication. The other half has heads, shoulders, knees, and toes
I definitely
running
can see him
constantly on loop.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Maybe he'll do it on his hot date.
Yes, on his hot date. Yep.
That he allegedly has.
Allegedly. Okay, let's end it there. Thanks for watching the podcast, and until next time. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.